personality again. Going back to personality. They are curious, and of course the introvert child will still be there, the extrovert child will still be there. Curiosity, number one. Number two, sometimes your child can be mature enough that they're actually intentional about intimacy. One of the things is that there's a theory in psychology called psychosocial. And usually say by the time a child is around 17 to 18, they might actually be ready for a serious relationship. So what if this child that left high school might actually be thinking of settling? You know, that is a reality that sometimes parents have not thought about.
Yes.
You know, actually in our program of the married women, we have a married woman who was actually a wife at 21.
Wow.
Yes, and she has actually, by that time the son was 1.5. So that means she'd actually gotten married at around 19.
Yes.
You know, whatever the circumstances, to just imagine that I cannot over control, you know, that part. Especially if they are mature, they're emotionally mature, and they can actually be able to handle a family, you know, and the demands of a family. And then of course the other thing is that children can go into dating sites because they chance into it. You remember the adverts that pop up on the site?
Yes, exactly.
They're just minding their own business, doing assignments on Google, and then a pop-up ad, and then they click, and then they led to a dating site. You know, and then finally, that is the problem of access that we were discussing earlier. Yes. And so a child can actually go into dating site for that. And then there are still children who are mischievous. They heard about the sponsors and where they are found. And so your cute daughter is going to look for a sponsor who will buy them a Mercedes and remove you guys from the slum, you know. And so sometimes they will actually go online with that intention.
Yes.
You know, all guns blazing, they know what they want online. And for all these reasons, it is to first of all determine, even when you figure out your child is online and probably it's a dating site, what are they looking for there? And remember, their unmet needs, yeah, they might actually go online for the same because they are thinking. And of course, the other thing that, especially girls, they go online because they feel it is safer to date someone that doesn't really know me. Probably they have poor self-image, poor body image. Of course, I'll do some filters when I take a photo, you know, like I'll be cautious on my part. Maybe I'll do a long shot, I'll stand very fast so that they don't see my big tummy, you know, so they feel like they're in control because of their body image issues. And so they will actually prefer online dating than a physical dating because here, you know, the judging is easier. Yes. But online, by the time you are bait, hook and sinker in this relationship, you already love me, the big tummy won't change a thing. But the first impression of a physical meeting, they probably fear and are anxious about the outcome. Okay. So when it comes to the remedy, number one, first of all, know what your child is looking for. Is it an unmet need at home? Is it something you can provide? You know, can you give them money if that is what they're going to look for online through sponsors? Can you also give them affirmation and appreciation at home so that they're not looking for it among strangers? And the other thing is also for you to realize that when your child is online, do they have values in a way that you will feel safe, that they know who they are? They know who they are, they're firm in their identity, they have values, their moral, you know, values are in place. So that, you know, even if they go online and probably they even go and meet a stranger, they can actually say no to sex. You know, because they know the values we have at home. We don't probably have premarital sex. Will they be able to stand up for themselves? And of course, the other thing is to raise confident children, because sometimes they might get into crap. You know, they will just find themselves in a wrong place. And being assertive and being able to stand up for themselves and being able to fend for themselves and being able to just say no and to even walk out or even do some few martial arts, you know. Probably they can do some kung fu. Is it kung fu?
It's kung fu.
Yeah. And then they will come back home alive and then give you the nice juicy story. It's just about being able to see that, because that is actually has to do with life skills. Yes. You teach your children life skills so that they know how they can survive in the jungle. You know, because they can still go into all those limits, and sometimes children also go to online dating to just push boundaries.
True.
You know, they just want to test your boundaries. And sometimes they also go online because they know you are ignorant, you will never figure out. You know, so your child is actually sexting, they're actually doing the, what is it called? Go naked on camera. The GNOC. You know, go naked on camera. Unashinda ukisema mtoto wangu atakuwa kwa bedroom. You know, she's very disciplined. She never leaves the bedroom. She never leaves the house. And then kurandana kama watoto wa manani. You know, but actually your child is having a lot of online sex. Right under your roof.
Under your roof.
You know, so it's also about being aware. Do you know how the dating websites work? as a parent.
Keeping an eye on them.
Yeah, join
Online.
Tinder. You know, go to those online websites, post as well, and see what happens, who approaches you.
Yes.
You know, you can even go in and sign up with your daughter's age, so that you
Yeah.
see what are the challenges of that age. What will she be vulnerable to if she's in that space? Yeah, because sometimes parents, just because you're resisting something, it
doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't. Yeah, that is actually the fable of the ostrich. You know, burying the head under the sun, but the whole body is out here,
yes,
waiting to be roasted. And so it's about getting in there to realize that you need to parent your children online. So you need to exist in that space to understand how it works, to see what parenting tools would work in that space, so that you're not doing it from a place of ignorance and opposition.